After the interviewer was done wrapping up the interview with Ed, Ed finished by saying this, quote unquote.
"You haven't asked the question I expected a reporter to ask."
The reporter said, "What do you mean? Give me some examples." Ed would say,
"Oh, what is it like to have with a dead body? What does it feel like to sit on your living room couch and look over and see 2 decapitated girls' heads on the arm of the couch? The first time, it makes you sick to your stomach. What do you think now when you see a pretty girl walking down the street? One side of me says, wow, what an attractive chick. I'd like to talk to her, date her. And the other side of me says, I wonder how her head would look like on a stick."
I literally just got full body chills. It's just f***ing disgusting. F***ing monster. I hope you're f***ing rotting in jail, you piece of shit waste of oxygen. And that quote was actually used in one of my actual favorite movies, which just makes me sick now, but it's American Psycho. And Patrick Bateman misquotes and says it was Ed Gein that says it, but then that goes all on another thing that he was actually imagining all this stuff in the movie, and it's all this. There's a lot of stuff to go into. Either way, just all around piece of shit. Ed Kemper was just a monster, and I mean, they obviously used it in the movie American Psycho because he's supposed to be a monster too. And as always, he was very explicit, and he seemed to have garnered quite a bit of psychological insight into the nature of his crimes. And in watching him, you see he almost thrives off getting reactions from the listeners or the interviewers. He always wants them to know that he has the upper hand in the conversation, and literally because he's a literal giant. But in prison where he is now, he's very well behaved and very cooperative, just like he was in the hospital as a teenager, just molding into society to better himself, and seems to just take great pride in his status as a genius serial killer who, if he had not turned himself in, is sure he would still be out there killing today. But Ed Kemper's story is more than just a record of brutality. It's a chilling example of what happens when a dangerous mind learns how to hide in plain sight. He was intelligent, calculating, and deeply disturbed. And while he seemed harmless to those around him, inside he was spiraling into something monstrous. And in the end, the only reason he stopped was because he chose to, which I think is the scariest part of all of this. But with that is the deep dive on Ed Kemper. Let me know what other deep dives you want me to do down below, and don't hitchhike. Thank you. I want you to be safe, baby girl. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to the episode.